there's this scene, I don't want to ruin it for people who hasn't seen it. There's a scene where we're fighting, and we're supposed, when you fight, you slap someone, you mime. And I did it with the stunt person, and we're like, okay, get it over with, so I really hit him. And when it's time for Mark, I'm supposed to mime it. Peter comes into my ear and whispers, don't mime. Slap him for real. So everybody, 200-person crew are standing there and waiting for the scene, and all of a sudden Mark comes in, and I'm like, pow, 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 pow. He goes, started screaming at me for real, but I mean, it made the scene really, really good, and it ended up in the final cut, which is great.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Prank sometimes makes it in the movie.
And he ended up pulling my beard. I had a really long beard in the movie. He ended up pulling it for like 2 minutes all the way to the trailer.
Oh,
That was just him getting back at me.
Yes. So Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg came to me one day on set, and they said, Alexander, we have an idea for another scene we want to add on the film. And I'm playing the rookie in the movie, the rookie Navy SEAL, the new guy, the youngest guy on the force. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'd love to add a new scene. So they say, okay, great. So you have to walk into this like little meat locker thing and come out, and then we'll explain the rest as it goes on. So I'm like, oh, okay, great. So I walk into the meat locker, and I realize 5 minutes later that they've locked me in there, and they were leaving me there. So I get claustrophobic, so I started banging on the door saying, Mark, let me the hell out. I'm freaking out, man. Let me out. And I started freaking out, swearing, being ridiculous, and finally they let me out. And there was a camera crew, and the whole crew was laughing their asses off.
So it's a little bit mean.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works. It's kind of a rite of passage for the younger guys.